Do you know what causes a spiritual awakening? Are you aware of some of the triggers that might have happened in your life, which was forcefully placed upon you, that has pushed you into your awakening? If not, stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to discuss 4 triggers of a spiritual awakening that may have caused you to be in your awakening. All right? You're not alone on this journey, so do not be afraid, do not fret, do not scream, because there are many of us out here on the planet that has gone through an awakening and is continuing to go through an awakening. So we are only here to help you, and we want to help give you a better understanding of what it is that you're going through, so that you can understand more of who you are and that you can ride this wave with us, all right? So before we dive into this video, hit it. What's going on, everybody? My name is Kevin Brown, also known as Expressed Words with a Z, and welcome back to Speak It, See It, Feel It, where you can speak your life into existence, you can see it becoming your reality, and you can feel as if it's already yours. So before I dive into the triggers of an awakening, I first have to say that I love you all. I'm sending nothing but positive energy and positive vibes to you. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to hang out with me on my channel. All right, so remember that today is your day, so own it. All right, so first I would like to say that if you are not aware of what a spiritual awakening is, I highly recommend that you review the suggested video that's going to appear right here at the top of your screen, where I dive into 8 signs of a spiritual awakening and what an awakening is. All right, there is no order to watching these videos. You can watch that video first and then come back to this one if you would like. Or you can continue on with this video and then move on to the 8 signs of an awakening video. Whatever it may be, I want to help guide you. I want you to learn more of what you're going through to get a better understanding. And just know that I'm here to help you and that I'm here to guide you, okay? All right, guys. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time. We're gonna go right to it. We're gonna dive right into it. So 4 triggers that may cause a spiritual awakening to happen. All right, so trigger number 1 is a life-altering event. All right, some of you already know my story. You already know my background and what I've gone through. My spiritual awakening trigger was the passing of my father last year in July of 2018. Even though that my awakening actually happened before my father passed, it happened in October of 2017, and then in July of 2018, my father had passed, but I grew from it. I got stronger. I was prepared. God prepared me for what was about to happen. So that life-altering event is what caused my awakening to happen at an earlier time before losing my dad, and it has placed me on my path of enlightenment and to gain a better understanding of what I'm going through and who I really am. All right, so maybe you're going through the same thing. Maybe you lost a loved one. So if you resonate with this if you resonate with this trigger, which is a life-altering event, please give this video a thumbs up. You can let me know in the comment section if it's something that you want to talk about, or if you have a question, please @me on my Instagram or my Twitter, which is going to appear on your screen here in a few minutes, and then you guys can get a better understanding of what you're going through, because I can help guide you. I can talk to you. All right, because I like to do that. I like to talk to people. So that is spiritual awakening trigger number 1, a life-altering event. Some other life-altering events that could happen in your life could be a major breakup with a boyfriend or girlfriend, or maybe a divorce. Maybe you went through a divorce and that has caused you to completely pack up your bags and move out of the state and just go on a completely new life path, because you don't want to resonate, you don't really resonate in that area anymore. Everything is just not on that frequency anymore. So you now feel that you need to go. That could cause a spiritual awakening to happen in your life. All right. So life-altering event is the first one. We're going to move right to the second one. Trigger number 2 of a spiritual awakening could be a NDE, also known as a near-death experience. All right. So in this trigger, we could have a car accident. Maybe you had a major medical procedure, a heart attack or a stroke, something that has caused you to almost pass your life, but you didn't. You just had a near-death experience. And usually people that have near-death experiences, they do cross over, or they end up, they end up seeing things. They end up seeing into the spirit realm. All right. And once you see that, that could cause you to wake up. That could cause you to have a spiritual awakening, because now that you know that there is more than what is here on this reality, you can see more, and you may even begin to sense more than the five senses that we currently have here. All right. So a near-death experience, people that may go through a very, very bad accident or anything like that, could be forcefully pushed into their awakening because of that. Okay. All right. So that is spiritual awakening trigger number 2. If that resonates with you, please give this video a thumbs up, leave it in the comment section, and we can talk about that as well. Okay. All right. Spiritual awakening number 3 is that you begin to forgive people easily. All right, guys, I'm going to say this one again because this is important. Do not hold a grudge against people. Don't hold a grudge of things that's happened to you, all right, because you're only stopping your blessing. All right, you're only stopping your miracles from happening in your life. So when you begin to forgive easily, you're starting to look at life differently. All right. So in the 8 spiritual awakening signs video that I discussed earlier, I do talk about love in that video, which is one of the signs, is that you begin to see that everything is love. So even with this trigger, even with the trigger of beginning to forgive easily, you begin to love your past experiences because it has shaped and molded you into the person that you are today. All right. So forgive, maybe you forgive, not forget, but forgive. Forgive and move forward so that you're not stopping the universe from bringing more of your blessings to you. You're not stopping your miracles from happening. All right. So forgiving easily could also be another trigger that has caused you to have a spiritual awakening, because you're starting to understand now that everything is love, and that everything is a life lesson. Everything that you have gone through is a life lesson, and it has placed you on your path that you're on now, and it has molded and shaped you into the person that you are today. And it's only going to make you better. All right. It's only going to make you better. So stick with it, continue to grow, stand on your ground, and just ride that wave. All right. Just ride it, because you're going to be okay. You're going to make it through, and you're tough. You got this. All right. You got this. All right. So that was spiritual awakening trigger number 3 was beginning to forgive easily. And last but not least, spiritual awakening trigger number 4 is that you have gone through emotional or physical pain and abuse. All right. So maybe you were a child growing up, and maybe you were abused from your parents or your step parents. Maybe you just weren't treated fairly. You felt very different. You felt very disconnected from everybody else because you were treated unfairly from your step parents or from your parents. And maybe they treated you differently from your siblings, right? So maybe you were the only one in your family that was treated unfairly, and that could cause you to have a spiritual awakening later down the line in life. Okay. So with this physical and emotional pain and abuse, this can also lead to a near-death experience. And I'm going to explain why. Because some people that go through that physical pain and abuse, or they feel unloved and unworthy, they tend to hurt and harm themselves. And when that happens, it could lead them into a near-death experience, all right? Because if it's not their time to cross over yet, they could have that near-death experience. And they could have other signs from the near-death experience, picking up of other senses and seeing into the spirit realm and stuff like that. But then also on top of having the emotional pain and abuse, or emotional physical pain and abuse, could just double on it so much that it could really cause an awakening to happen, all right? So emotional pain and physical abuse is a trigger of a spiritual awakening. If you have gone through that in your younger years, please give this video a thumbs up. Please like it. Please talk about it. Don't hold that pain in. Like I said, if you have a question or if there's something that you want to talk about, send me a message on my Instagram. It's @expresswords with a Z. Same thing with my Twitter account. All right, just send me a message. We can talk about it. I want to help you gain more clarity and get a better understanding of what it is that you're going through. And hopefully you get a better understanding of who you really are and how to move forward from this, okay? So, all right, folks, that was a really quick video. 4 triggers of a spiritual awakening: life-altering event, all right, a near-death experience, beginning to forgive easily, and physical and emotional pain or abuse. All right, 4 triggers that may cause a spiritual awakening. And if any 4 of those resonated with you, please, please like this video. Please drop a comment. Please share this video with a family or friend. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and come back as I upload videos every Wednesday and Sundays, all right? So there are more triggers to a spiritual awakening, but I wanted to go over those 4 because those are the 4 that I find to be the most common that I have seen from what I have researched and read. So if, like I said, if those resonated with you, please let me know. Let's talk about it. I want to help you gain that clarity and help you live a better life and help you move forward past the pain and trauma that you endured. All right? So folks, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Again, this is Speak It, See It, Feel It. I am your life coach. My name is Kevin Brown, and hopefully I'll get to talk to you, and hopefully you'll allow me the opportunity to give you better clarity and to give you some wisdom and allow me to help you figure out more of who you are, what it is that you're going through, so you can move past those things. All right, I love you all. God bless you. Have a great day. Peace.